G'day guys, Smith City here for Smith City Prog Reviews. We've got an Easy Eats beef, meatball and creamy mash microwavable meal and straightforward beer from Bentspoke coming in at 4%. I've just hit the gym, had a really good session, couldn't be bothered cooking, so let's review this. Pour the drink first. So I know I give Bentspoke a bit of flack for their crankshaft IPA, but they do some really good beers outside of that. It still is a good beer, I just think it's overhyped, but anyway. Pelican Light Mouth. Yep. Pretty much exactly what it says, straightforward beer. It's a bit citrusy, it's crisp, it's refreshing. Add carbonation. Let's get on to the task at hand. So I will maybe put that front and center so you can see all the... All right, so this is the beef and meatballs and creamy mash from Easy Eats, which I picked up at Woolworths. Try some of the mash. Pelican Light Mouth. The mash is really creamy, like it says. Let's get a little bit of the meatball and the sauce together in one bite. Yeah. I do like to cook, but I find when I do late gym sessions, cooking for a period of time and then cleaning up the mess, just can't be bothered. So this is really tasty. The meatballs are tasty. The meatballs by themselves don't have a lot of flavour. It does say there's 81% beef. There's nothing wrong with the meatballs, but there's not a lot of flavour going on. It's only when you mix it in with that little sort of tomatoey sauce that sort of picks up those nice flavours. But for a microwavable meal, you can't complain. Yeah. So I don't rate beers in rating scale, but I definitely buy this again. This would be a very nice beer to take camping or fishing, where you're having bulk beers with the boys. You wouldn't get sick of them. They're lower in ABV, unlike the IPAs that I review. As I filled out at the gym in terms of muscular size, felt comfortable wearing my Y-back singlet. With the jacket on, at least you don't see the nip slip. But I'm really happy with my progression at the gym. I obviously a little while ago I had some health concerns, some sickness, some time away from the gym. And whenever you have that, you sort of go back a little bit in terms of what you're able to lift. and then you got to rebuild again. But lifting 45 kilos for me, being 5'8", and I'm not the strongest man just naturally, to lift 45 kilos on the bench press at 10 reps is good, is really good. And hopefully in the next 2 cycles, I can, when I get to my 5 rep week, I can lift 60 or 70 on the bench press, which last week I was able to lift 55, which, you know, that's pretty big for me. And I know there's people out there that lift heavier than that. You know, I know there's people out there that lift 55 for their warm-up weight, but, you know, like I said, I'm not the most naturally gifted, strong person. And I find it hard once I get to a point to, like, break past that. But I am enjoying my own program at the moment and seeing some really good, positive signs in my body composition. So, I didn't buy this for calorie counting or any of that shit. If you eat in a balanced way, train in a balanced way, and you do that consistently, especially if someone's a bit heavier than what I am, you'll obviously see a lot of changes in your body composition, also your mental health, how you view food differently in the past compared to seeing things as good and bad. And I encourage anybody that's trying to lose weight to have 3 to 4 meals a day whilst keeping their fluids up, because the more you lean into eating more, the less likely you are to binge. And if you are scared of your belly extending when eating, got to challenge that thought. Because dogs, especially puppies, you get a puppy and they eat their first meal and their tummy expands, you're like, oh, isn't that cute? But when we do it, it's like shame, 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 shame. And what for? You know? If that's what you do, which I've done in the past, you need to challenge that and work out why you actually do that. And then what happens after you shame yourself, and the cycle that happens. Binging or restricting. So anyway, have I given this a rating? No, I don't think I have. Went off on a bit of a Smith City tangent, as I normally do. So the easy eats, beef, meatball and creamy mash for a microwavable meal. I'm going to give that a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said in my other video, that's based on microwavable meals. Not like what you would compare to, let's just say, homemade meatballs and mash and whatever. So anyway, got through that beer pretty quickly. And Smith City out. Onto some karaoke on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, give me a follow and enjoy.